Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one about play calling and the Browns.
You're going to have to put up 35 and 40 points some games. And we all know Cleveland couldn't score 14 last year while the defense was playing their rear ends off. So let's say this year, with all these horses, all this horsepower, somebody finally says, maybe even Barry, hey, coach, I'm sorry, but you ain't cutting it. I think you're holding back the offense. Don't feel bad. Very few guys in this league can call the plays. You're still very, very new to coaching, and you need to focus on being a head coach. You've got enough responsibilities there. We need to go get ourselves a serious OC. I guess my question is, does that come from the owner or does that come from a GM? And what is the difference between a head coach and GM as far as power?
Scott, it really depends on the organization. I think the answer to the callers, the voice, and again, we appreciate all the voicemails. The answer is it could come from Andrew Barrett, it could come from Jimmy Haslam.
Yeah, I think if it came from Jimmy Haslam, it probably wouldn't sit as well with Kevin Stefanski, right? He's not a football expert. I mean, it's his prerogative, right? But I don't think it would sit as well. If Andrew Barry really felt that was a need to make a switch, then I do think it would fall on him to talk to Kevin Stefanski about that. But every time we bring it up with Andrew Barry, he talks about that being a strength of Kevin Stefanski and one of the reasons they hired him. So it would be a pretty significant organizational shift to go get somebody else to be the play caller. I could see if there were struggles, you turn it over to Alex Van Pelt maybe for, a game or two or the rest of the season. Like, I wouldn't rule that out. But if they made a big change and brought in a different play caller to call Kevin Stefanski's system, because it's his system, that would bode trouble, and it probably wouldn't mean Kevin Stefanski would be long for this job, I wouldn't think.
And again, keep in mind, Kevin Stefanski was hired because of that offensive system. So
exactly.
Yeah, just that. So anytime you look at that, that's why he's the head coach. That's why he was a top head coaching candidate, is because of that offensive system. All right.